Countryman. Fucking 2 o'clock.
I know, I gotta fucking pick up Jacob from school.
What time?
I'll probably leave like at 3.
Yeah, it's gonna dip a little bit more whenever it's out like that.
Yeah, I think it's... I just don't want to have to lean forward.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's picking...
It's picking up good.
Yeah.
The gain.
Everything sounds fine. Everything's all right. Everything's okay.
All night, all day.
Forgot I was gonna put my theme song at the beginning.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah, but I can just stop it right now and put the theme song in. Hello to anybody and everybody listening to the Lopez Podcast. This is episode number 2. I am here with my best friend, Effren Haro.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him some questions about music today and about playing music, and you're going to learn a little bit about mine and his friendship.
To all the tubers, proceed with caution.
Tuber? What the fuck is a tuber?
A YouTuber.
YouTubers. You think YouTubers are going to watch this? Listen to this?
I don't know. Send it into one of the radio stations. See if we win some tickets to Motley Crue.
Motley Crue on Ice.
Motley Crue on Ice. That'd
awesome.
be perfect. That'd be so funny. Who would have known that they were very talented ice skaters?
Yeah, not me. I wouldn't have thought that they were. Let's fucking start with the beginning of it all. How did me and you meet each other?
Oh. Just flicked the cherry off that. We met each other at First Avenue Elementary School.
Yeah.
Bulldogs Nation.
Bulldog. Woof.
About 1st or 2nd grade.
Yeah, I think we met in 1st grade, but then we really started hanging out in 2nd grade whenever I moved back.
I got AIDS. So
that's not good.
But no, I think yeah, well, we didn't start like hanging out until 2nd grade.
Yeah.
But 1st grade, you and I sat on the outside of a girl that I think you and I were fighting over.
Honestly, I don't remember much of.
You sat behind her, and I sat in front of her, and I would always turn around to talk to you guys, but you guys just like keep your own conversations.
We were assholes.
Yeah, kids are assholes. They really are.
Yeah, and I don't remember much of fucking 1st grade. I remember not being good at my times tables.
I was actually really good at multiplication and just math facts in general. I was fucking fast.
I'm terrible at it. Never any good at it, but yeah, I remember whenever I moved back in 2nd grade, fucking me and you, well, like I would walk home. That's when like
and we lived on the same street.
Exactly.
And I passed by you on my bike, and I was like, "You want to ride in the handlebars? Sweet thing."
I didn't ride on no handlebars. I wasn't a girl. I rode on the seat and you pedaled.
No, I think the first time you rode on the handlebars, I'm pretty sure. And then every time after that, you're like, dude, I don't want to do that. It's sketchy. Probably. Let me just like sit ass to dick with you.
Yeah. And, that would have made you the The one taking it in the butt. Because
I was leaning forward.
Yeah, leaning
forward.
forward.
I was basically laying on top of my handlebars.
Waiting for it.
I should have fucking sat on the handlebars and steered like that by leaning. And then you pedaled. Just hang on to my hips.
Romantically.
Oh shit, I almost ashed this in my whiskey.
Ash in your whiskey. It sounds like a country song. Yeah, and then became friends ever since.
Yep.
Now we're fucking worst enemies. Fucking.
Remember the Black River?
Yeah, Black River. The game we used to play whenever we were really young kids.
We were brothers of a king of a castle. We were knights in shining armor. We were warriors. We didn't have the kingdom name, but like we had to go rescue our mom from like, and she was on the other side of the Black River. And nobody ever passes the Black River. Turns out, plot twist right here. We were just living in a prehistoric civilization, and the Black River was actually an oil spill due to, oil mines or whatever. And
Oil mines. If we're living in prehistoric time, there's no mines.
I know, but our civilization, we live in a prehistoric civilization, so our people were just a lot
more prehistoric.
Yeah, we were just living in like the Bronze Age, and everyone else was all driving cars, and we were all riding horses until we found the outside world.
Maybe
my childlike imagination has not gone away.
Those were good times. We used to. Me and Effren hang out all the time.
Pretend like the top parts of scooters were axes. Yep. We'd go back to back, and then we had a funny scene where we both stuck our things out, and then our axes just stuck in the back of each other's head.
Yeah, we stuck our things out of our pants.
Remember whenever I used to point? I got that from a movie, I'm pretty sure.
Just fucking... What, just pointing and...
Yeah, because like this bad guy has guys or whatever, and they were going after people, and he just pointed two directions, and those guys went that way, and he went up the middle.
Oh, like signaling for, like silently signaling.
An ambush.
Yeah.
A blitz.
Microphone, there we go. Yep, we've been homies ever since.
Used to sit by that mailbox, and remember that time we wrote down all of our aspirations?
Yeah.
We're like author, dirt bike rider,
pro BMXer, pro skater,
pro snowboarder. Like we just got to get some snowboards and some snow, and we're on our way.
Yep. Fucking only some of that. I'm never going to be a pro BMXer or a pro.
Yeah, I'm a professional author. I write things really well.
I write great books on how to do it. How to do all kinds of things.
How to fuck for dummies.
How to fuck for super dummies.
1 page long. Stick it in.
It's just like blueprints. Like
it's
a screw.
Just instinct.
Fucking, I'm gonna have to go in and edit all these loud ass coughs.
Probably are they? Is it peaking?
Yeah, peaking. It's peaking. You're making it peak.
Speaking of peaking.
Speaking of peaking. When did we start making music together? When did you start fucking around with music?
Like in a serious sense, fucking around with music. 8th grade, whenever we started fucking around with music together. Because I had played stuff before that.
Yeah.
As a young kid, but never really took in the time or effort to like make something real.
Yeah, like what? Like what did you used to do before we started making music?
Well, I played on a guitar my dad got me from Costco, this electric Fender Starcaster.
Yeah.
Generic Stratocaster.
That one's dope.
And I remember coming up with a couple riffs on this like guitar that was way out of tune, and then played until my fingers hurt.
Played until my fingers bled.
It was the summer of probably like 2005.
2005.
But, yeah, that's really all I would do.
Really? You wouldn't practice your measures?
Oh, wait.
Nothing?
No, yeah, I did. I used to, I had the sword from the Renaissance Festival, and I used to air guitar in front of my closet door to a Kids Bop CD, and now that's what I call a music CD, and then a Lost Lonely Boys CD, and just pretend like the closet door was a crowd of people. I was holding my shirt off.
And then we started making music on that fucking acoustic guitar and recording it all at my parents' house on their Mac with no microphone.
Like a Venom.
Yeah.
What was the
Blood on a White
very
Shirt?
first? No, what was the very first one?
The very first song we made, I remember the very first like little like EP, little type deal we made was...
Yeah, but what was the first one?
I don't know. Probably some shitty song that is no longer anywhere.
Like a Venom was cool.
Yeah, Like a Venom.
But that, I feel like that was like the fourth song. And then Every Real Intention Came Alive. That was like the fifth one.
Fuck.
8th Grade Fools? I'm just kidding.
That was a whole different...
Was it Journey? Did we make a Journey song?
No, we didn't make...
Not till like later on.
Yeah, and we didn't even like...
Ever.
Record it.
We should.
Yeah, you should just record it. Why don't you just record it and make it your own song?
I don't know. I'm going to go home and do that right now.
But, fuck, I don't
borrow
know.
your cord again.
I don't know what the first song that we made under... Was it Never Fear? But that was never... Those were the Never Fear days.
I think... But... I feel like it was before that.
No, I think that was Never Fear. It was like Never Fear, and then we called that one little EP.
But there was 6th grade when we were actually just like writing songs like Toilet. Toilet's original,
that was
first scene moment.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about whenever Toilet first was conceptualized.
6th grade, Avenue B Elementary, home of the Falcons.
The Falcons! Ah!
And our janitor, Joseph Hernandez,
who used to be our computer teacher.
Yep, but he was our computer teacher our 4th grade year.
Yeah, and
then 5th grade he was still a computer teacher.
I think it was like 5th grade, and then
or maybe he went away 5th grade year, and then he came back as the janitor 6th grade year.
No, I think he was there 5th grade year in the computer lab.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, Toilet started with us three.
We'd fucking remake Blink-182 songs, and they weren't covers. They were more like parodies.
Yeah, honestly.
We were just... And we weren't making fun of them. We loved fucking Blink. Those are our shit.
I think it's funny because whenever people think about like hanging out with the janitor, they're just like, "Oh, those guys are fucking losers." Like in most movies and stuff.
We would just hang out by the benches and talk, and
I was like,
literally just make Mr. H laugh. And he's like, "I'm getting paid to fuck around right now." Like these kids,
right? Fucking, those were good times.
Playing with our tech-techs.
Playing with our tiny tic-tacs.
Mr. H was such a badass. I mean, he still is, but...
He was like the first person I saw with gauges in his ear.
He had gauges. He had a drum pad that he would just fuck around with in the computer lab. He wouldn't do it all the time because he had a job to do, obviously, but like on off time he would. And then tech decks.
And he had all kinds of cool-ass tattoos.
Yeah.
Fucking started getting into skateboarding, or he was into skateboarding. Mm. That shit was dope. Yeah.
Haven't skated in a long time.
Me neither. But that's where Toilet all started, and then we just kind of hung out with Mr. H and wrote lyrics.
Do you remember any of the songs?
Yeah, we Anthem Part 2, which we...
Animal Planet.
Yeah, which was Animal Planet. And then Stay
Stay
Together
for the Kids was Ames Test. We had one more, but I don't remember the other one. I only remember those. And I don't remember all the lyrics of Anthem Part 2 or Animal Planet, but I just remember dogs and cats and golden retrievers, Animal Planet on satellite receivers. I don't like giraffes or gorillas either.
Yep.
We really need to leave this zoo. We never wanted.
Turtle Soup.
Turtle Soup.
Fucking yeah, that was where Toilet all began, and then we went to junior high.
Yeah.
And then
saw Blink for the first time in junior high.
Yeah.
First show ever.
That was really fucking crazy because me and you had said that we would we became really big fans of Blink-182 whenever Blink-182 was broken up. And
2005.
So we found out that they had been broken up whenever we started to get really into them, and we were like
2007 they got back together.
We were like, if they ever get back together, we're gonna go to their show. And it just so happened to be that our very first show that we ever went to go watch was Blink-182 with Fall Out Boy and
Authority Zero, Pepper,
Slightly Stupid, Amberlynn.
Amberlynn was sick.
Asher Roth.
We didn't catch that set.
No, I didn't. I don't even know who that is.
Never looked him up.
No,
sorry.
I think I probably did.
I never did.
I think I might have heard one of his songs, but
I didn't know about Pepper or Authority Zero during that show, and Slightly Stupid, I didn't know about them either, but all those bands pretty much stuck. And then I stopped listening to Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, me too. Like, I think it was once Fall Out Boy broke up and did that whole breakup thing, I was just like, nah, I don't want to listen to these guys.
Yeah.
Fucking... But yeah, so we started making music in 8th grade seriously. And then what happened?
Then we got influenced by alcohol, pussy, and weed. And then, well, the music just got better, actually. But
yeah,
sports, school, being a teenager,
all that shit just started to fuel us for making more music or something, or what?
Maybe we were just living young, honestly.
Yeah. Always liked the idea of making music. And then just got better at it, yeah. I remember whenever there was Christmas in 9th grade, whenever you got that Line 6 amp.
Yep.
And then we recorded Burning
And
Cries.
I got grounded for smoking weed for a month, and you guys went up on Mount Lemon and smoked. You guys are all like, "Oh, it was so cool, dude. We got so high, played in the snow."
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, well,
But that's what really made me start playing music more consistently, because I was grounded and I had to stay home, but I was still allowed to play my instruments pretty much all day from 9 to 9.
9 to 9.
9 to 9. Ding, ding, ding. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways,
well, I guess the lesson from that is just be careful who you fucking smoke with.
not Josh Duarte.
Apparently not.
Because his mom came to my house.
And then you got grounded.
Yep.
But I guess that grounding was a blessing in disguise.
It was. I learned a couple things that day. Just don't lie. Because that's really why I got grounded. If I told my dad I smoked, he'd probably still be mad, but he'd be more disappointed. And he told me that he grounded me because I lied about smoking. If I would have been like, "Yeah, Dad, I smoked," he would have been like, "Well, don't fucking do that shit."
Fucking learn your lesson, you know? But just learn your lesson.
I was cooped up playing drums and guitar for a month. Forced by my... I was eating pizza pockets.
Pizza pockets and instruments. You were eating instruments.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking pooping out poop.
Yep.
Do you want to adjust your microphone?
I did. I just didn't want to
be too loud about it.
Yeah.
What was your first favorite album that you felt like was more your choice to like that album?
My first album that was my choice to like that album.
Yeah,
was
like
Underclass Hero by Sum 41.
Yeah, that was the first album that really stuck with you when you first heard it. You found it by yourself.
Yeah, I still know most of the lyrics to that, all the songs.
What where did you find it? How did you get a hold of?
My mom bought me a CD for Christmas.
And it was that one?
Mm-hmm. She bought me 2 CDs. She bought me Blink-182 Greatest Hits and Sum 41 Underclass Hero.
Nice.
And yep.
And yep.
That was the first album that I actually chose to like by myself. Yep.
No one told you, it's like, hey, you should like this album. You should check out this album.
My mom's all like their promoter.
It's like, yeah, I'm just doing a press for this band. I think they're called the Sums 40s
Sums
ones.
40s ones.
They're like some 1941 band or something like that.
That was perfect. What was your first album that you... Journey.
No.
I was just taking a guess.
I got like 2 as well. The 2 albums that... I guess I didn't really find them on my own, but my sister would download music onto our computer at the time, and I came across Sugar Cult Start Static and A Perfect Circle's Emotive, and I feel
Your
like
dad didn't want you to listen to that Annihilation?
Yeah, he didn't think those lyrics were appropriate for...
He's like, you shouldn't be listening to that.
Like a 5th grader.
Hey, mijo.
Hey, mijo.
Hey, mijo. Don't be listening
But yeah.
to that.
I would just listen to those all the time. My sister had these like big ass headphones like these, and they had volume buttons on it, and I would just crank the volume on them up to 10.
Did you already... Oh.
Did I already what?
I thought you drank both those.
Fuck no.
Because I saw those cans right there.
All those empty cans?
Yeah.
Crushed it, killed it. This one's almost empty. Talk about our first performance. Let's talk about our first performance.
Armadas.
Yeah, well, let's give a little bit more detail on what Armadas was.
A band.
Well, yeah, but like the people listening probably don't even know who the fuck we are.
Armadas was the band we were in, that we started in. Well, there was a couple songs that I think may have lingered from...
Never Fear.
No. I mean, well, yeah, I think so. Maybe not lingered from Never Fear, because we kind of transitioned from Never Fear to Armadas. But a couple Armada songs that we didn't play as a band because they were just a guitar and vocals thing. Like No End of the World, Just Thursday.
Yeah.
And then Armadas came with Eric Galarza on the drums and CJ Curry on bass.
Yep. Those were some...
Was that our freshman year or I'm pretty sure it was our sophomore year.
Yeah, because I remember Mr. Tucker went to our first... he went to our first show.
That makes me sad. I wish he didn't go to that show because
we sucked.
And not, yeah, that's a shame. But if Mr. Tucker, if you're ever listening to this, Jesse.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually talked about him in the first podcast. Me and Nick mentioned
you should
him.
make it an objective.
It's a usual thing. All right, today on today's segment of We Miss You, Jesse, we're going to talk about a moment we had with our sophomore English teacher, Jesse Tucker, that is no longer
What's with us
sophomore.
Fucking not hooking up, but like, I mean, back in like the day they would say hooking up. Like, what's with us like chilling with all of our teachers and student like faculty?
Because we were cool. We were cool fucking kids, and these teachers knew it, and they were like, damn.
Yeah, we skated together.
These kids are going to be something. Yeah, we just we just found, well, if you kind of think about it, Mr. Tucker and Mr. H are kind of the same in the sense they both like skateboarding. They're both really into music.
Punks.
Except they're just kind of like...
They're just old punks that are...
They're from different areas. You can tell like Mr. Tucker's from Utah because he's like more into like that kind of punk, and Mr. H is like into rap and
it's more
punk.
like
it's
the East Coast or like the West Coast type of like, you know, transplants type.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
That's even shows that in his style. And then Mr. Tucker is more
like
of like
Midwest.
Yeah, like fucking. I don't know what type of punk to call it.
SLC punk.
SLC punk.
I don't think he was from Salt Lake
I
though.
don't think so either.
Not even
Park City.
I don't know. What is Park City?
But yeah, those old punks are like, they could see that in us, and they're like, we must, you know, influence young punks, aspiring young punks.
Exactly. Like,
That's actually a line on SLC punks.
is it? I was unaware. Okay, but back to Armada's fucking. So yeah, Armada's was
First show sucked.
yeah.
I wore a Cannibal Corpse t-shirt, a gray Neff beanie, and a pair of blue jeans.
You remember what you wore?
There's a video of it, and yeah.
That video.
I think the beanie was gray and black striped. Yeah, it was a gray and
Something.
black striped Neff beanie.
You sure it wasn't your purple beanie?
Yeah, positive it wasn't. And because that was an 8th grade thing. And I moved on to bigger and better beanies. But I remember I was staring at my guitar the whole time. It was out of fucking tune after the first song. Didn't even bother tuning it. I didn't even notice because I was too scared to fucking move. And I was just taking one step forward, one step back, one step forward, one step back, playing these songs. And I looked like a fucking... Gosh, like, you know, if you could go in a time machine and then go back to that night and, like, see yourself before the show.
Yeah.
Or possibly prevent it from happening. Like, I would probably kick my ass. Or, like, just, like, break my arm so that I wouldn't be able to perform. Just, like, I kick my ass. I'm like, hey, buddy, you're about to go up there and fucking embarrass yourself. Plus, lose an F beanie. You're a loser. That's what I just said to myself. And if there ever comes a time where you come across a time machine in the future, don't do it. I can't get back. I'm stuck in this day and age with 2 of myself. I have to watch myself go through all this shit again. Hopefully help myself and then just off myself.
I think there would be a time paradox that if you did something, you might alter the future to where you don't exist in the future. So then you would disappear yourself. And
So with the time machine?
Yeah. I remember that first show. That it was like the Tucson
Finding Clarity.
band, Finding Clarity, D2D,
D2D,
Samuel Band, Switching Tides, which will come back up later on in this episode of as history progresses. Progresso Soups sponsors us for this segment. We're going to take a commercial break, and this commercial is brought to you by the Brooklyn...
Davey Newcomb's...
This is brought to you by Davey Newcomb's Newcombs. If you're ever out of school and you're kind of hungry, and your mom is not home, well, don't worry. Don't fret. Davey Newcombs are here.
My favorite's the chicken nuggets.
My favorite's the Salisbury steak.
My favorite's your mom.
My favorite is the lima beans.
Don't fret. Don't worry.
All right, and we're back. We're probably never going to get sponsored by Davey Newcombs again. But, you know, who knows? You know, this company, this production company that's hosting this.
Good food, good life. Nestle.
Nestle. Oh.
Yeah. Do you say Nestle or Nestle? Nestle.
Nestle.
Because I pronounce things like Nestle, Pure Life. But I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Nestle.
If it was Nestle, it'd be Nest.
Yeah.
NEST
Do you
hyphen
think? Do you think the
LEE.
good old folks at Nestle pronounce it right? And they're like, "What's with this phenomenon of people pronouncing our company Nestle? We fucking spelt it. It's on every one of our products. It's NESTLE. Nestle."
That's a whole nother Sabre fucking ordeal.
I love The Office.
All right, and we're back with what were we talking about? The first Armada's performance being whack. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Eric played kind of the same thing on the same beat almost for every song, and I made up vocals for every single song. And I remember at one point I was talking about not believing in God and killing myself, and it was just like the worst fucking thing ever.
Yeah, depressed and confused teenagers.
But it wasn't.
Depressed, confused, artistic teenagers.
Trying to be artistic.
Well, you're putting things out there, aren't you? You're trying to create something at least. Like,
creating it on the fly.
if you were to say you weren't being creative, then you're basically saying you didn't do anything at all. But you did.
No, I did. I used to improvise lyrics for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Because then...
then you never stop creating.
Exactly. Fucking...
in that time I was the guitar player of that band, and I progressed so much as a drummer practicing playing drums. I just quit playing guitar, basically, like in a serious level. I just focused my attention to the drums, and now if I were to become the guitar player or the vocalist in a side project, I would have to have a drummer that was better, or if not equally as good as I am at playing drums, or else I wouldn't be able to stand for it. I'd be like, dude, get your fucking shit together and play some fucking good beats.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. The good old days before you were a drummer.
Now I'm just, I do keep my focus mainly on the drums, but I'd say I'm a jack of all trades. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah, jerk off of all traits.
I'm a jerk of all trades.
Yeah, fucking, yeah, before Armadas ended.
I should have brought my chair over here too.
Yeah, I know. I need to get a new chair. That one is very squeaky when you move around a lot.
Yeah, it's the only problem with it. It's not like uncomfortable or anything. It's just
No, I know, but you're moving around a lot, so it's like...
It's hard not to.
It's just picking up, yeah. That's okay. Whoever's listening just gotta fucking deal with it. I hope. I hope you deal with it if you're listening to this.
If they could deal with that, or like us talking for this amount of time, then they could deal with the squeak.
Yeah, I would hope. I would think.
Like, you know what? Okay, I really like these guys, but I can't handle that squeak right now. Like,
No, that's...
I've got too many squeaks and screws loose up in my noggin.
Up in my nog. So Armadas continued to play shows for a while.
We keep getting off track.
Yeah, that's okay. You just gotta find your way back to the
I'm not forgetting what we're talking about.
original.
Yeah, so Armadas ended because there's not really much to say after that. Oh, yes, there is actually. So Eric Galarza Eric Galarza stopped being a part of the band because he's just too good at basketball. And I'm not saying he got a scholarship or anything because he didn't, but he just decided to pursue that, and he was more of a rap guy. Which, nothing against rap, because I love rap and hip-hop music. But he just didn't want to be in our band anymore. He didn't like playing drums. Apparently it's not fun to him. And
Yeah, so then
we recruited Nathaniel's little brother,
I
Patrick.
got my little brother to come play drums because he was playing drums in marching band and had his drum set that he would fuck around on.
Yeah, Patrick was really fucking good. I mean, I'm sure he still is. He focuses on country music now, which is even better because it's more close to his heart. And the closer things are to you, the more genuine they are, the more, you know.
Yeah, the more you care about them.
Exactly. Well, like the thing, that's the thing. The more you care about something, or the closer it is to home, the more genuine it is. So like freaking, if he were putting his focus into something that he doesn't care about as much, or it's not as true, like if like because he's a cowboy sort of, you know, he's just an outdoorsman. He's a he's a manly man or whatever. And if he were putting his focus towards something else that is not so true to him, then it wouldn't be as good as as it would if he wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
It's confusing as fuck.
Yeah. How many shows did we play with Patch as the drummer?
Probably like 4 or 5, dude.
Because I remember
we only played one with Eric, didn't we?
Yeah, we played that opening show with Eric.
And then Patrick swooped in. Way better drums. We started getting real with it, dude. Armando's was hitting hard.
We played that show, just me, you, and him at the Jams.
Yeah.
For Jams Fest.
Dude, that show was pretty sick, bro.
That show was cool. It was us.
Generator,
switching tides. We were playing on like...
Didn't the rappers go last or whatever?
I think so. I think
like,
the rappers went last. It was like Frank B.
Oh yeah, Frank Bejarano. I totally forgot that he was. I thought it was like Goonie, Gage, and
no, that was a different show.
That was with the FWF, huh?
Yeah,
that was at the 5th Avenue Park, not the Jams.
But yeah, we threw there. Someone threw a show at the Jams. It was like a basketball tournament, and we played there. That was Jams
cool.
Fest. Yeah, reach
that
out,
was dope
reach
as
out
fuck.
through that.
It was just dope because we played a show at the fucking Jams, and there was an actual stage, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
so,
and that was
shouts to Victor, but
at that time, shouts out to Victor for doing that. Then fucking what? We played at the youth center some more times because we were just trying to get shows together. We played with like Silence is Golden. First met the Hot Chicks.
Oh man,
and all those dudes.
Breaking point right there.
Yeah, the fucking
those guys were like our big brothers that were like, I want to be like him.
Those were like the first Tucson people that like Tucson musicians that we met that were like super cool to us.
Yeah, they were fucking friends. You know, they were fucking bros from the get goes. They were fucking brought us from the status.
Fucking yeah, dude, I forgot. Armada's played a show with Before I Die as well.
Yeah, the first fucking was that the first
show at the youth center.
Youth center, yeah.
I think it might have been. Yeah,
that was the first. That was with Hot Chicks, Carrie Ad, Before I Die, Switching Tides. There was a grip of bands there, dude.
Oh yeah, there was.
That was the first time we saw Hot Chicks. Yeah, and Silence is Golden. I think Armadas went first.
Probably.
And then Silence is Golden.
No, I think Silence is Golden went first.
And then Armadas.
I don't know, because Silence is Golden came down and played like 4 or 5 times, I think.
Yeah, they were always down.
Yeah. And we always fucked them over, made them play first.
That's not really cool.
We just didn't know how the fuck. We were trying to make our own music scene. We didn't know how the fuck.
But nowadays, you know, like touring bands, they want to. Usually they'll play in the middle. They don't want to play first. They want to play in the middle because, like, it's the heat of the moment because a lot of people go to see bands and they only go to see that band, so they leave right afterwards.
Well, yeah, like
a touring band.
Yeah, a touring band trying to come up.
Yeah, they're not going to stay for them because they only came to see their friends. So the touring band scouts out like the most popular local and plays right before them because they bring the most people, and then therefore more people saw them.
Yeah, it's definitely a smarter way to
It is. It definitely is for sure. And honestly, I don't mind at all because like sometimes it sucks fucking headlining shows and like being there till 12 or 1 in the morning.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
But for a cool touring band, it's totally worth it.
Probably. Fucking yeah, and then after a while of playing in Armadas, the bass player of Switching Tides hit us up and asked us if we never needed a bass player or just wanted to jam to hit him up, and then somehow we ended up hitting up the guitar player of Switching Tides and the bass
they're
player.
cousins.
Yeah, and then we
cousins.
And then we formed FWF, Forever We're Forgotten.
Within a day.
Yeah, we came up with 2 songs within a day.
The first time we jammed was in the Armada spot too.
Yeah. at the
which
old.
was dope. We were just driving around. We were fucking like going in the desert, getting high, cruising around Samwell, skating, or like playing hack sack or whatever the fuck we did back then.
Yeah, we were just kicking.
Went to the fucking Armada spot, which is the sickest spot ever for like a teenage spot. I mean, if garage bands were the thing, which garages are cool, that shit was sick. You know,
No, that shit was on a different level. Fucking explain to people listening what that was.
No, none of my friends believed me whenever I would fucking go to school. Like, one person in particular that never believed me until I showed him was Ruben Weber. And every time we planned to show each other, like the plans fell through or something, or I had to do something with my family, and Ruben's like, "You're just fucking lying. Like, your family doesn't have a back house." So my grandparents had this back house, and it was a house in the backyard that we called the back house. And it was a 2-story house. The bottom floor was underground, and it had like nice wood floors that were like really pretty, and fucking a pool table, an air hockey table, a foosball table at one point,
A bar,
like a cantina. It's really sick. A little mini poker table. These really dope bar stools, a fridge, a freezer,
a bunch of awesome model cars.
But like, yeah, a bunch of model cars, a huge fucking TV with the fattest ass you've ever fucking seen. That TV was like one of those old TVs, the box TVs, but like
the big ones. It's like I got a big screen TV.
it's like the size of it's the size of a smart car, essentially.
Pretty much. Yeah, we used to jam there all the time. That was the Armada's.
Had a couch, yeah.
Armada's
and then we got
jam
rid of the
spot.
air hockey table and then put the drum set right there. Sickest spot. I would love to jam there one more time. Imagine bringing TOYLIT there for a jam session.
Oh, I would be scared I would fall through the floor.
I'd be scared. No, you just don't jump, and because we used to just stand there. We didn't go hard like that, dude.
We didn't go super crazy. We just would move around a lot.
Yeah,
but not like super crazy like we do now. Yeah. But yeah, that's where FWF first jammed.
If FWF stayed there, we definitely would have fell through the fucking floor.
Fuck yeah, we would have thought that crab core.
I've done shit like that. Like that show we played at the Cafe Passe.
Yeah.
That back porch little stage or whatever.
Oh, didn't you break through with
my seat went through the floor. And I almost fell on my ass during the set.
But, fucking A. Yeah, FWF started, and that was a hot rolling train for a while.
Yep.
I remember whenever we first started, I remember telling you I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I remember, and I was like, fucking basically begged you to fucking stay in the band. I'm like, dude, when are we gonna ever have the chance to do this again? You're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was just like,
just jam one more time.
I didn't want to just like give up on Armadas because I felt like we were going somewhere. But then,
in good time we would have. But FWF was a fucking rocket.
Yeah,
fucking a train moving fast, dude. Like,
seriously, we wrote and recorded a fucking
EP within like a couple weeks. Just a week.
Yeah, I think it was like a month.
Really?
I would say it was within a month. We recorded Unabandoned. Was that the title of that EP?
Yeah, it was supposed to be Unabandoned Talent. But you're like, everyone was just like, fuck it. I was like, fuck you. I came up with the concept of that song and the title. And you guys just dissed me.
We wrote it on top of the trash can at Main Market.
Came up with that idea because I was getting made fun of in class by like basically everyone. I was fucking in homeroom or something. And then I said something about somebody said something about music, and then I said something about rock, and then I think it was Angelica or what is her name, Jelly, you know?
Yeah.
She was like, "That's not music. Like what you listen to is like crap." And then everyone was just like, "Yeah, I can't get into that." And like it was just like a fucking mob of people like dissing rock music basically, and I was just like by myself about to fucking explode, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and then like I was seriously very angry and also hurt. Like I felt depressed because I was a teenager, obviously.
Yeah, dude.
So I was like,
high school
"Fuck!"
kids are
like
fucking ruthless.
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck, that sucked." And then like I came up with this idea in like within the next class or something like that, or on my way home or something, and it was Unabandoned Talent.
Yeah, and then me and you wrote the lyrics out.
Well, you and Zach, and I was skating around, but I came back every once in a while. And then the only other part that I fucking would take credit for was the fucking fuck your swag part because
fuck your swag. If you're hey, if any of you listen out here are swaggets, fuck your swag.
isn't that out of
That was just some like
Rooms and Junk song?
yeah something. I don't.
Something swaggets. Swaggets.
I think it might have been just a video we did on YouTube. I don't know, but FWF was we were something else.
Went hard as fuck.
Yeah, we.
When I look back at it, like we kind of sucked. It was only me.
It was only you that was really good.
No, it was only me that really
You were
sucked.
the star of it all.
No, it was
Everybody
only
else was piece of
the
shit.
only like whenever I look back at it, everything besides Tales from the Black Books sounds bad.
Recording
Due to the drums. Like, and the drums, like the recording sounds good, decent, you know, but it's just the drums that sound off, like the tuning of the drums, the way I played the drums in particular.
Yeah.
I sucked, and we never recorded with a metronome, and that's why it kind of sucked for the most part. But also just like my feels, and I was just like, dang, I sucked.
Wait, you don't think Rock Pile sounds good?
Some of the songs do.
Yeah.
There Will Come Soft Rains. Salmon Hell is a great song, and I love it, but it doesn't sound good due to the drums.
Mm-hmm.
Friend in Youth sounds good, and I really love the way that song was written, but I fuck up a bunch, and the idea I had for the song wasn't what we recorded, and it was because my lack of a word whenever we were in the studio, because like he would be like, all right, how's that sound? And I'd be like,
Well, yeah,
yeah, it sounds good. What do you guys think? Like, I knew I messed up, but I didn't want to go back and change it because I felt like we were wasting time.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. But nowadays, I'd be like, no, I fucked up, start it over. Like, and I wouldn't be embarrassed. I'd just be like, sorry, guys, but
Yeah,
I'm going to get this.
We were like noobs to like recording in studios because all the stuff we recorded before that was just on like
In a bedroom.
Yeah, in a bedroom with
First take.
with a laptop, first take, just making everything up for the most part.
Yeah.
And then Armada's recorded a couple things, but we recorded that with Zach in his bedroom. And then we recorded that first FWF EP in Zach's bedroom. And then yeah, once we started going to the studio, like we're just like nervous little kids.
Yep.
And we kept going back. And we never, for some reason, we never got comfortable. I think we started getting more comfortable towards the end, but not. I don't know. I just don't know if we didn't know what we were trying to accomplish, like vision-wise, and then. But, you know, I think in the end, the stuff that never got released, that stuff was going to be fucking
You
awesome.
have all the Tales from the Black Books, huh? Like on your hard drive?
Yeah, I've got everything up to Rockpile.
I used to have it on my iPod or my iPad, and I can't use the iPad anymore, so.
Well, yeah, iPad's all
And I
fucked up.
fucking miss it. I want to listen to some, dude. We should.
Fucking give me
Right now.
a thumb drive, and I'll fucking, after we
I
fucking...
don't have a thumb drive. I have Carlos's thumb drive that has Fruit Loops on it, and he wanted me to download it on my thing, and I never did. I don't even know how. But I just plug it in, and then
I think you'd plug it in, and then you just drag it to your thing, and then you're...
I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I just figured out how to fucking put the photo on.
Yeah.
And I sent it to my iCloud on my computer, which is different than iCloud on my phone.
Yeah.
For some reason, because it's older. And then
That's...
yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta piss like a racehorse.
Fucking...
Send it to commercial, dude.
All right, we're going to commercial.